Hello YouTube and welcome to another tutorial video. Last week we of course did the Pokegen tutorial, and this week I have a tutorial for you guys. You are probably already know it. I mean, you're looking at the screen. At least I think you're looking at the screen. So yeah, but today's tutorial is about randomizing your ROMs. Or your ROM files, your Pokemon games, whatever you want to call it. But for today I will be randomizing a Pokemon Emerald file. Now, actually there was a new update not too long ago, I believe yesterday or today, so yeah. And there are a few new options. The first one is, of course, update moves is that the power and the accuracy and all that shit becomes 6th gen. So Knockoff gets a boost, Rock Tomb gets a boost, I believe. But a update that they made is that you can press Legacy. Now, Legacy basically means that instead of 6th gen, they change it into 5th gen. So yeah, that's basically that. Change impossible evolutions, because if you are in well, if you're playing on an emulator, you can't trade with people. So, well, normally you can't. But if you change this, it takes out trait evolutions and all that stuff. Then, of course, the lowercase Pokemon names. It's just everything gets lowercase. You can choose to get the national dex in the beginning, but yeah. One downside to this is that if you're playing Fire Red and Leaf Green, and if you hover over the text, you can see it actually, but it doesn't stay for too long. But basically, if you click this in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, you can't evolve your Pokemon anymore, which is a shame, but you know, it's just the way it is. Now, Limit Pokemon is also a new feature, and I have no idea what it is. Okay. So, basically, you can limit the Pokemon from each generation to show up in the game. And of course it won't work correctly with ROM hacks, but that's a given. But I don't want to mess around with that right now, because you know, I would like to keep it basic. And yeah, no game breaking moves. Basically, it's that like 1st gen Wrap is a perfect example for this. If you outspeed your opponent and it isn't a Ghastly, Haunter or Gengar, you can basically kill them with Wrap, because they stay in that state of being constricted or whatever the fuck it is, and you can't get out of it. God damn it, I can't speak once again. So yeah, that basically is a fantastic feature to this randomizer. And of course there's race mode, which basically speeds up your ROM without actually speeding up, so we're not gonna fuck around with that. Now, another new thing that they made is standardized EXP curves, which basically means that you can change it so that all non-legendary Pokemon have 1 million EXP at level 100, and all legendary Pokemon have a EXP amount of 1,250,000 at level 100, which basically means that all normal Pokemon go medium fast, well, medium slow, whatever they, yeah, medium fast, and that legendary Pokemon goes slow. but we don't really need to change that. While you could do that, let's just randomize it completely, standardize that. We are gonna randomize the abilities, which basically means if you were to play oh wait, Emerald is a perfect example for this, because if you randomize the abilities and you allow Wonder Guard, it is possible by some miracle way that Sableye would get Wonder Guard. Downside to this is, well, it doesn't have any weaknesses, so it can be hit. Same goes for 4th gen with Spiritomb. Though that would really suck to come across in a Nuzlocke or anything like that, but basically you would have to poison the opponent. That's all it comes down to. But let's just randomize the starters completely, and you can also randomize the starter health items. In Gen 2 games, all Pokemon get a Randomize item as whole item, and for 3rd gen, all the starters have the same whole item. So yeah, you could completely randomize Pokemon types, but personally I don't like doing that because it just messes with my brain with wait, are you a fighting type, water type, normal type, what are you, you know, shit like that. So we won't mess around with that as well. You could randomize the movesets of Pokemon, and there is even a metronome only mode, which only gives you metronome, which sucks. But let's randomize it completely. And another new feature after the update is that every Pokemon starts with 4 moves. This basically means that at level 1, all Pokemon have a full moveset. So if you were to randomize the movesets, you could get, like, by some weird miraculous way, you could get a Wonder Guard Sableye with Frenzy Plant, Hydro Cannon, Blast Burn, and Hyper Beam, or some shit like that. But of course you can also randomize the trainer Pokemon with going random completely or type themed, which would mean that certain groups of trainers, such as in a gym, will have a the same type theme, you know, which basically means that if you battle against a trainer that has 6 Pokemon and the first Pokemon he starts off with is a Zigzagoon, that means that his whole team is based off of normal type Pokemon. And to be honest, that is better than completely randomizing it, so let's go for that. And of course you could change the weight of the Pokemons, but we're not gonna mess around with that. If you check this box right here, your rival will keep his starter throughout the entire game, which is a good thing in my personal opinion. So yeah, of course don't use legendaries, because you don't want to be messed up by legendaries. I mean, you could uncheck it, but I'm just gonna uncheck it. It's more of a tutorial, not really a Nuzlocke or anything that's gonna become. But personally, I also like to click no early Wonder Guard, which basically means that until the 1st or 2nd gym, nobody will have Wonder Guard, which is amazing. And of course, you can tick this box right here to try to use Pokemon with similar strength, which basically means that similar strength basically means like base stats of Pokemon, you know. So yeah, and of course you can randomize the trainer names and randomize the trainer class names for example, the example is given here. Youngster could become Misfit, and randomizing trainer names for red, blue, and yellow, it only takes effect on gym leaders and the Elite Four, because nobody else has a name. But let's see, with wild Pokemon you can completely randomize it, area map it, or global map it. Personally, I like to area map it, especially in a Nuzlocke or a Wetlock or whatever lock you're doing. Because that basically means that in every area, so for example, Route 1, you will have Redditas, Pidgeys, and Ponytas. Then in Route 2, they won't be there, but there will be new 3 Pokemon, and so forth, and so forth. And yeah, I mean, you could randomize it into type theme, so let's see, Paddleborg Woods, for example, could become a fire type place and all that shit. You can also go for catch 'em all mode, and that basically means that it re-randomizes areas if you have caught a Pokemon already. So yeah, well, all the Pokemons in that area. Similar strength is of course the same one. You can choose to not use legendaries, you can set a minimum catch rate, and you can randomize the hold items for Pokemon. So let's just do it like that. And let's see, static changes, you could change it up between legendary Pokemon, so that let's see, Groudon becomes Kyogre, or Rayquaza becomes Deoxys, or some shit like that. And for example, for 4th gen, it will be that Spiritomb would become a Swampert or some shit like that. And randomized completely is basically what happened in the Omicron randomized Let's Play, and that randomizer is in the game already, so this doesn't work on that. Victini changed into a Crustle, shit like that. Of course, next up we have the TMs and HMs. You can randomize the TMs so that normally TM 13 is Ice Beam. Now it could be Thunderbolt, Blizzard, Zap Cannon, Growl, Tail Whip. I don't know, you know. But you can also completely randomize who can learn what TM and HM. So yeah, let's check that. Move Tutors. There are some move tutors in Emerald, I don't know where they are, but basically instead of giving you Blast, Burn, or Hydro Cannon or whatever the fuck, it could mean that they give you Tackle or some shit like that. So yeah, let's also randomize that completely. Next up we have the in-game trades. You can randomize the given Pokemon so that you will still need to give the normal Pokemon, or the requested Pokemon, and you can randomize both. So the requested Pokemon could be a Pidgey and the given Pokemon could be a Deoxys. But it could also be that the requested Pokemon is a Deoxys and that the given Pokemon is Pidgey. Shit like that. And it's just fun to see how it comes out. And of course you can randomize the nicknames for the Pokemon, the OT, so from who you got them, the IVs, and the hold items. And last but not least, we have the field items. This is something that I used in the Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke. You can choose to shuffle all items, which basically means that if you have a potion on Route 1 and a Ultra Ball on Route 20 or some shit like that, the shuffle basically means that the potion would go to Route 20 and the Ultra Ball would go to Route 1. And randomized completely is also what happened in what I used for the Pokemon Platinum Randomizer Nuzlocke, where we found a Master Ball all of a sudden, and you can also find rare candies and all that shit. So let's just do that. If you're done and you're happy with the things you pick, you don't have to go up or anything, but you just go here to randomize, and there is save between brackets. You click on that, and of course you would have to save it. So let's go ahead and save it. Let's see, in the Emerald Randomize. So yeah, now it is gonna save. So it's saving and it's done. Do you want to save a log file of the randomized performance? I don't recommend you doing this because it basically means that the same as race mode, that your game will be sped up, you know. So I personally like to click no there, and of course if you want to share it with someone, you could copy this random seed and give it to them. They can enter it in the pre-made seed section and they will have the same file. They just have to save it. So yeah, let's just go to done. This goes like that, and let's open up the Emerald Randomizer. So yeah, wait, not Sapphire, Game Boy Advance, Emerald Randomizer. Now let's see who these starters would have been and what items they hold and what their movesets is, because well, it is randomized, and I will be turning off the sound for it for now. Let's turn it off and let's just speed it up, because that's what we're best at. That's just gonna go too fast for now, because that will help a bit. And yeah, let's just fly through everything. And there is the first sign of seeing that it is actually randomized. There's a butterfree right there where there normally isn't one. Let's just call you A, because why not? And let's go. Lego, Lego, Lego. Of course, we're in the back of the truck. And let's speed all of this shit up. Please, come on. Let's, of course, set the clock. And yeah, now something about the TV. Blah, 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 blah. Come on, can't you speed up faster? But of course, we have to go next door right now. And yeah, let's take this Pokeball though. Why not? But yeah, now we are going to go to Professor Birch and get our first Pokemon. So yeah. But I'm actually tend to see what we're getting. So a Trico, okay, a War Turtle, okay, and a Azumarill. So Trico is still a choice, War Turtle and Azumarill. To be honest, I want to see what move pool the Azumarill has, and that's still a Zigzagoon, but that's a Pound, Water Spout, Icicle Spear, and Arm Thrust. Not even bad Azumarill. But yeah, let's quickly go ahead and deal with all of this, and then I can show you guys that it actually randomized those things that we wanted it to randomize. First up, let's see, Pokemon Azumarill Old Item. Take a Raspberry. I've never heard of that berry, so probably. And it has compound eyes. I can guarantee you that it doesn't get that. And those aren't normal EVs. Well, stats I should call them, because that speed is way too high for a Azumarill. Oh well, special defense and defense, to be honest. But yeah, these are the moves, of course, and then we have, of course, the randomized wild Pokemon. So let's check it out if it randomized, and it did. So yeah, guys, basically, that's how you randomize a ROM. of course, you can also do this with ROM hacks. The only bad part about it is that some events could get messed up because, for example, with Pokemon Light Platinum, there are a lot of Pokemon added into the game, and it could mess it up. I've had personal experience with this, but yeah, you guys, it's already been 20 minutes, giggity goddamn. But anyways, you guys, of course, click that like button down below if you enjoyed and found this tutorial video useful. Subscribe for more content as always. Click that damn dislike button if you didn't like anything, because I don't give a fuck. And yeah, guys, be sure to leave in the comment section down below what you guys would like to see next week. And yeah, guys, as always, I've been that you fly 69. Don't forget that you're all amazing people. I'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever the fuck I record. Bye bye.